Morning, this is John from Two Does Bees and Gardens, and out here by the chicken coop. And they're going to help me tell a little story. You know, it was just before COVID hit, back in 2020, and we had a flock of chickens, and we'd had them processed. They were a little bit old. They weren't providing any, thing. We were just feeding them, and it was time for them to feed us. So I had them processed right before COVID hit. Fast forward a few years, now it's 2022. This is late in the year, winter, and we wanted to get some, back into some chickens, get some farm fresh eggs, and so we started looking for opportunities to get back into chickens. So I spent some time refurbishing this chicken coop and this chicken run. The run had, the roof to the run had major holes in it. We'd had a major hailstorm some time ago, and it had major holes. I mean, big holes, 5 to 6 inch holes from really large hail. And it needed to get replaced. And so we had that taken care of. It was time to get chickens. And we looked at getting some, and we did a trade. The difference between trade and barter. We traded some money for some chickens. We got 9 chickens, and they were all small, and we expected that we would get 8 hens and 1 rooster. We knew 1 was a rooster. As it turns out, we ended up with, let's say, 6 roosters. So way too many. And so that brought us to another quandary. We had to get some roosters taken care of. And so we have a friend, and we went over to his place, and we spent a good afternoon processing some roosters. Well, Slick here, that's what we call him, Slick and the Chicks, was the last remaining rooster from that group of chickens that we did the trade for, and he's still around. We didn't know he was a rooster for quite a while, but obviously you can tell he is a rooster now. And he tells us every morning. But we wanted to get some more hens. We had just we had 5 chickens left, and we wanted to be able to get a little more for fresh eggs. So we've been taking some time building community with a group of homesteaders here in Dallas-Fort Worth, Northeast Texas. And we had the opportunity to meet several really nice people. And I'll link a couple of them here, Nunya on the back 20 and Little Frenchie in Big Texas. They're really great people. And had an opportunity to talk to them, and they were willing to get us some Easter eggers. They have quite a flock of birds. So we went over there and met up with them, and we did a little barter. We bartered some of our honey from our honeybees in exchange for some hens, Easter eggers, and they give us blue eggs for the most part. They've got blue and brown, and integrated them in with our existing flock. So that's one of the things that's great about I think today's time, when things are really expensive in the grocery store, is if you grow your vegetables, or you do things like beekeeping and produce honey, or you have chickens and produce eggs, you can trade some of that stuff with some people, building a community of friends, and exchange things, exchange goods, bartering for one thing that you have for another things that they have. And if it works out, you can do some really good deals and get the things that you need for your house or your homestead. We really appreciate that. We've been taking a bit of time to get to know people and building some community, and we look forward to doing more barters and exchanges and trades along the way. And it's a good thing to do. It helps everyone, without having to outlay cash. these days can be challenging to have enough cash to cover everything that you need. The prices of electricity and water, gas, diesel, it's really crazy. So anything that you can do to buffer your outgoing costs is a good thing. And not only that, but just the opportunity to meet some really good people. Have you done any bartering like us and Little Frenchie in Big Texas, Nunya on the Back 20, and others? Tell us what kind of things you might have bartered in the past, things that you produce and trade with others. We'd always like to hear that. Let us know in the comments below. So that's all the little story I wanted to tell you today, and hope you find it interesting. Little Frenchie in Big Texas, just want to say hello. I'm going to point you at a video that she made talking about bartering, and I'll link to that either down in the description or up here in the screen above, and be sure to look her up. She does some interesting things. Talk to you soon.